YouTube was popping. It's your boy Mr. Mitos. Back with another video, guys, with an update of the HPI Baja 5B on 12S. So the last video was my first attempt at running it, and I ran into an issue, as you guys see on the previous video, that I lost power to one of the wheels. Coming to find out, one of the pins that hold the diff cup on snapped into 3 pieces. As you can see, this is how it should have been, and this is how it ended up. You feel me? I do have the diff locker. I'm running the diff locker. I did not have the power on 100% throttle. I never start a new build on 100% throttle anywhere. I've never done that. If anybody's an OG to my channel, y'all know I very rarely run anything 100% right out of the gate. 50% throttle and brapping the throttle, and it broke. And unfortunately, you know, that's an issue that I'm starting to see with a lot of these rear-wheel drive, two-wheel drive RCs, heavy with a lot of power and no give. So that is the responsibility of the owner to beef up, you know, the drivetrain to make sure that doesn't happen again. So you live and learn, people. You live and learn. So with that being said, so instead of me going the cheap route and just getting new titanium pins, which I did, I bought titanium pins anyway, I went ahead and I'm going to replace the actual diff locker, as well as by me changing the diff locker, I have to change out the dog bones. And when you change the dog bones, I have to change the cups on the hubs as well. So with that being said, I'll just show you the damage that was done. So this is the cup where the pin snapped in 3. This is a FLM fast lane machine, aftermarket upgraded steel diff cup. This is way better than the stock. These are extended versions, and these are way better than the stock setup. But there's levels to this. And even though this is better than the stock, with the diff cup, it's not going, I'm sorry, with the diff locker, it's not going to work. I got to go to the next level if I'm going to run the diff locker in my Baja. So with that being said, I just went ahead and just dismantled the diff locker. So saying bye-bye to this, bye-bye to these, bye-bye to these, and getting rid of these pins, right? I think the only thing I'm actually going to keep is the bearings itself and the screws. But what I went ahead and got now, I just picked up from the UPS store. I figure when I get it shipped to the UPS store, I get it delivered quicker than waiting on UPS at the crib. Here you go, guys. Went with the Innovative RC UHD Baja Dog Bones, the extended versions. So I'm gonna change my camera angle so you guys can get a better look at those. And then I also went with this bad boy, this mammoth of a diff locker by Taylor RC. Check this bad boy out. All right. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and grab one more thing up out of this box. The titanium pins from Taylor RC. These are what I would have put in there and ran it again, but who's to say it wouldn't snap on me one more time. So to alleviate myself from all of that, I'm just switching everything out. I'm going to the next level. I do have the The out cups for the hubs, those are coming tomorrow. So I'll have those in the mail tomorrow. So you want to talk about a big difference? Check this out. Look at the ball on these on these dog bones. Look, give me a second. You can see the size of this one, right? Look at the pin size. If I can even hold this in my hand without dropping it. Look at the pin size. Different level. It's a different level. You know, Taylor RC, and Innovative RC, they decided, hey, we got to figure something out. Dudes keep breaking pins with these, you know, these big bore engines. So we got to figure something else out. So check that out. So these sitting there like that. And look how big these drive cups are compared to the FLM. And again, these are already upgrades to what's stock. Look how big that bad boy is. Check that out. And of course, these are designed to sit in there like so. So once they seat it, it ain't going nowhere. It's not going anywhere. So the reason why I went with this diff locker versus this one is I'm going to show you. Give me 1 second if I can take the screw out. Hopefully this is the right bit for it. Hold on. I can take this out of here. Let me take it out. May have to knock it out. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me see. Is there a pin in there? Yeah, there it is. See, it comes with their own pins. So these are, I believe these are the same. Oh no, these are smaller than the actual. So these are, the pins are even bigger. So this pin isn't used like typically how this pin is used in a diff locker. This pin is just to hold the cup in place. What's replacing the pin on here in this diff locker is the actual hex. So it's spinning from the hex and not from the pin. If that makes sense. Check it out. So once this is in here, boom, that's the spinach right there. The spinach. The pin is just to keep this from coming out. It has nothing to do with the rotation of the cup itself. That's the upgrade. That's the pin eliminator. That's just going to help me run my diff locker without popping any more pins. And the same thing applies on the hubs. So when I get the hubs in, the cups for the hubs, you'll see the same rule applies, which is totally crazy on how that setup is. All right, guys, so it is now 2 days later. I actually, my order got held up in customs for for some odd reason, and it wasn't able to deliver it till Monday. So today's Monday, and I have my hubs. My hubs finally came. So check these bad boys out. Check it out. Damn, these things is pretty heavy. Yeah, so man, let me take these out the bag here. Give me 1 second. Let me get my little blade. Check these out, guys. So these are your Taylor RC hubs, pinless, 4-bolt. You want to call it BRP hubs. And these are mighty heavy. Like, let me see if I can take this off. Oh, it's this. This is heavy. Damn. So it's definitely going to take the place of this with this. But it is like, you definitely can feel the weight in this piece right here. So the way that this works, guys, is, so instead of using diff cup, then you slide it in here, right? And then you use the pin to push to the hole. Rubber band, the band over here covers the pin from sliding out. You no longer do this. This has a hex pattern, as you can see. In here, there's a hex pattern. Then you have 2 bolts that you lock tight down, which takes the place of the pin. So once these bolts is bolted down, this ain't going anywhere. And you don't have to worry about any pins busting on the tire end, or hopefully, you know, God willing, that I won't have any pins busted on the transmission as well. So if you guys can see that, give me 1 second here. I went ahead and just added the tranny back, put it back together, and it's in there. Very large cups, very large cups in there. And so these are your Innovative RC versions, and these are the hubs. As a matter of fact, I know this camera is everywhere, guys, because bear with me. Let me get my scale. I just want to weigh this hub versus this. Give me 1 second. All right, so there's probably a glare on here. You guys probably can't even see that. No, you can't see that at all. Let me see. Well, I ain't even gonna try. You just gonna have to believe me. You're gonna have to believe me. All right, so let me zero this out. So this one weighs 2.6 ounces as it is, and that's with the bolts on there. The nuts that's on there. The pin is in here too, as you can see. So you got the pin, the band, the washer, and the nut on here, and it's 2.6 ounces. If you add the actual cup, 4.7 ounces for this combination right here. Put it in there. So it is what it is. It ain't going in there. So here we have this. This is without the nuts on here. It's 4.9 ounces by itself. 4.9 ounces by itself. Again, This is 4.7 with these two. So this by itself is heavier than those two items. So then I add the cup on here. Actually, it's 5 ounces. I add this cup, it's 9.1 ounces in weight with this here. 9.1 ounces. So it's a very big difference. Double the weight from this setup versus this setup right here. But it's a reason behind it, because this is designed for diff lockers, guys. Like, you want to run a diff locker on your rig, you need something to hold the power without breaking anything. This is the route that you got to go. Unfortunately, you know, this should slide right in the back of the wheel like that. Boom, made the money. So give me a second, guys, to get these bolted in. Then I'll cut the camera back on. All right, so check the here. Before I just want to cut the camera on 1 second. Look how large this pin is for this dog bone. Check this out, guys. Look at that. Compared to the pin. Look, I gotta get close on here just so you can see the pin on there. Big difference. So when it comes to putting these float in here, so there's no grub screw to keep the pin in the end of the dog bone. So you actually just slide it in there like so. There's no binding, which is great. Well, once it's in there, of course, we should be good to go. You shouldn't have to worry about any binding. I think this is by design, because I think the earlier models was having issues with binding when there was a set screw holding the pin in place that was causing guys to snap these large dog bones, like right here. They were literally snapping with 46 cc or 50 cc engines, snapping these big dog bones. And that's on the lower end power of all those big bore motors. Those things go up to like 88 cc and whatnot. So just think about it. Creating something like this to withstand the power of those. So let me go ahead again, get these set up. I just want to give you guys a look of just how big this setup is. You know, pretty crazy. All right, guys, check it out. Nice little completion look at it. Check these hubs out. Pinless hubs. Well, cups. Uses a hex system. These huge dog bones. Got your turtle racing diff. Check that out, guys. I think we in the game now. So all it is to do is put these wheels back on here, button it up, and see how it goes. All right, folks, we done made it to the park. One of the parks. It's one of the OG parks. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot before they try to kick us out of this one. This is another sports park. We do have Nipsey here, 2.0 without the body. I took him out yesterday, guys, and didn't realize how hot it was outside. It was 96 degrees outside, and I couldn't get a good motor temp reading with my heat gun. So today is another test and tune opportunity. So I want to be able to test my motor temps, because I hit thermal yesterday, and I also had an issue with steering, like my steering gave out. So I took it home and took the whole front end off. Was looking at the servo, realized that the servo throw isn't as, like, the range of the servo isn't as wide as this needs to be. Like, as you can see, the actual steering assembly isn't that wide. So it's almost like the turning ratio isn't as, like, it doesn't turn as wide as the cars that have a wider steering assembly, like the 5T and the 5B, you know. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I tried to adjust turnbuckles to like kind of get my tires towed out a little bit to help with the steering. But we'll see. Again, this is a test and tune without the body. Running it on 12S at 50%. And yesterday, the axles and the diff locker held up, so we did good. I changed the pinion size from a 25 tooth down to a 22. So we're gonna see how that holds up, guys. Cause again, like I said, I hit thermal, but it was 96 degrees outside, and it went kaput. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this set up, and I'll catch you guys back on when we get to out here in the field. Look like somebody got a dog over there on a training leash, about 20-foot leash. So we're gonna see how this goes. Let's get it. All right, guys. So you can see my my steering as much as I can steer, but the moment I engage, it's almost like my steering just goes away. This is on 31% throttle, guys. Just like I said, I got my Tim gun in my pocket. We're just gonna let it run here really quick. I do have ABC on here. So just getting a feel for it here really quick. Then I'm gonna bump it up. Let me go ahead and do that now before I lose any more time with the temps. So let me go ahead and put it on 50%. I'm gonna run that for a second. Then I'm gonna bump it up to 75 and so on and so forth. But and yesterday, man, I hit, oh damn. Yesterday I hit some mud. And so my car, it got really dirty. Damn. The ABC really kicking in. Yes, sir. Try not to spin it out. Let's bring it back over here some. I did have the drag brake on yesterday too, so that could have helped. Boy, it did help with the heating issues, but I run all my cars with drag brake. All right, so I'm just gonna do a really quick temp check, guys. Hopefully you picking this up. Damn. $94, $104, $97. All right. Let's see what let's see what 75 can do. Let's get it. Oh. Let's see this. Okay then. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. And I'm tapping it, guys. You may hear my remote loud in the phone in my camera, but I'm not like nailing. I'm tapping it. Yeah. It's like dirt everywhere. It's getting up out of there. Damn. Okay then. Oh, you guys, I don't know. It's probably too far. Let me get it. I'm trying to squeeze. What the hell? Damn. Yeah, it's a learning curve, guys. Running a 2-wheel drive with a diff locker versus 4-wheel drive with the differential. Sure. Yeah, she moving. Before I get up out of here, I'm gonna try to get it on 100%, guys. Up out of there. Okay. Sheesh. Yeah, those them dog bones really help. Let me get on this side. This is the side there. The wind is blowing. Yep, it's making its mark out here too. Let me go ahead and check these temps real quick. One more time. ESC is 126. The motor, the butt of the motor is at 130. Let me see, the carrying, 140. I see 152. Yeah, 152 on the motor was the highest I saw. All right. Damn, it's a pile of dog poop. I just missed it too. Damn, okay. Make sure I pay attention to that. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on 100 for us real quick before I get up out of here. So I still need to find me. I'm gonna look out for a servo that has a wider range, fifth scale servo. So if you guys know of a fifth scale servo that's on the cheap side, you feel me, that has either like a 180 or a 90 degree range, holla at me. Let me know. All right, it's 100%. And then we're gonna get up out of here. Ooh, rocks hit me all in my chest. Let's see if I can get a rooster tail. I have a feeling I'm gonna tip it over. It's like you gotta be super gentle. You gotta ease into it. Otherwise, you're gonna spin out. Yeah, it's a lot at the punch. I may have to put the punch down. See? Yeah, there we have it. I mean, so far so good, guys. It's definitely a learning curve. Driving rear-wheel drive with the diff, with all its power. Trying to just hold it down. You know what I mean? So, it's a little bit more out of control. Well, a lot of bit more out of control than my Vesla. Vesla got a diff in it, a differential. You know, and it's got the 560 kV. But Nipsey 2.0 ready to go. I just gotta find me another servo that got a longer throw range, and I think we're in the game. Change my pinion down another tooth, maybe, or increase my spur a couple teeth, and we should be in the game. May go with a 50, because right now I'm 48-22 on my gears, so may do a 50-20. Possibly. May do 50-20 and just see how that goes, or do a 50-19. We'll see. Alright guys, I done made it back to the crib. Got it back charging. In preparation for the next run. Gonna go ahead and clean it up and get it ready and put the body back on it. And see how it goes. I lost the footage. Well, I didn't really lose the footage. The camera that I have on my chest was too low, and I lost a lot of the footage when I was running it on 100%. When I look back at the camera, when I look back at the footage, it was way at the top of the screen, and it wasn't even worth keeping. You can barely see the car. So I just chopped it. So I just got to post another video of running it at that speed. Had a good time. Do some more dialing in, of course. Look for me a servo with a larger range of motion, and change my gearing up one more time, and just keep having at it. You feel me? Got another project coming to the channel. You guys stay tuned. And 300 supporters away from 5,000. And we'll be doing our 5th scale giveaway real soon here, guys. It's your boy, Mr. Mitos. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know of all my videos. And until the next video, guys, you guys be blessed. Peace.